Alrighty, Daniel, thank you so much. Well, the countdown is on. The Columbia Food and Wine Festival kicks off in just 5 days.
And every Friday for the past few weeks, we've been highlighting some of the incredible culinary talent that will be on display for this year's big event. And this morning, our friends with Private Property are joining us. We have Executive Chef Trip Talk and dessert expert Mary Grace Wingert. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks for having us. This is great.
All right, first things first, my friends. Y'all are going to actually be hosting the kickoff dinner. Wow. What can people expect?
I tell you what, we're so excited. Thank y'all for having us this morning. But Lexington, South Carolina, for us is all about hospitality. So, and Mama Ann is close to my wife's family and her family, and we just feel like Lexington's been hosting food and wine festivals for decades. They're feeding people and treating them well. So we've got Chef Chris Williams from Roy's Grill, and Mike Ellis from the Middleton Group, the other two chefs, and with Mary Grace for the dinner. And just it's going to be great outside in the courtyard. We're just really looking forward to be able to provide great food and fellowship for everybody that week.
Wow, that's going to be a great one too. And this smells amazing, you guys. Okay, creamed collards. What's the inspiration behind this?
Mary Grace and Chuck Wingert, all those people at W. Raw Farms. I mean, I love collard greens. They've been growing them for almost 100 years. And her family was having a retirement dinner or lunch over at the farm, and it was just a different take on collards, and I just started thinking a lot of steakhouses have cream spinach. Yeah. So I said, why just cook it down and then add the cream and really cook it low and slow, and they were just really surprised and impressed that they had never had something like that. And so this is the first time it's ever going to be like officially on some sort of menu where we're serving it to customers and stuff. Yeah.
All right, so break down what's in our pan right here for folks who are at home.
Yeah, so what I started with was a little bit of butter, some onions, you can use mushrooms or something, and some garlic, and just kind of saute that down. Then you throw your collards in just to soften them up and wilt them. And then, you get that down, and then you start adding your cream. And you can spend as much time as you want to reduce this cream, and then you can add your herbs and spices as you go along, season and keep tasting it and keep seasoning it. One of the big things at Private Property we try to do is continue to build flavors throughout the whole process. And Chef Paul Perdone was instrumental in kind of teaching me that. We were opening the restaurant. So like I said, you can kind of let this go as long as you want. Those were going for several hours. But it's just a different take on the collards, and it's just nice to have that sort of family to table relationship with WP Raw and Mary Grace at the restaurant to do something different with something that's a staple, but this is a unique way of doing it.
Man, I love this story of like community and fellowship and partnership. I mean, what a great representation of the Midlands, of Lexington. Now, can I take a bite?
Oh yeah, go ahead, help yourself. Yeah,
I'm gonna take a bite.
I will say this too, Mary. You were saying that your aunts and uncles are calling you about this, right?
Oh yeah, 3 years after the first time they tried it, they were still asking me how long until they were going to try it again. It was such a new take on a Southern classic, and everyone was so interested in trying it.
Wow. And
oh
now,
my gosh.
Oh, okay. She's ready.
Yo! Okay, wait, this is my...
She's got the dance. That's when you know it's good, you guys. That's when you're going to know it's good.
This is incredible.
It's just a totally different way of trying those flavors, but it makes sense.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep this over here.
Glad you like it. Glad you like it.
Really quickly, Mary, we got to have it. We can't have it without dessert. Tell me about this real quick.
All right, so the collards aren't the only innovative take we took on a Southern classic. I decided to make for the festival a key lime cheesecake, graham cracker crust, key lime cheesecake, key lime curd, and then a little bit of toasted meringue on top for y'all.
And this is why they put me next to the dessert. Love in it. So good. I cannot wait to try this.
This is so good. All right, my friends, if folks want to come and visit Private Property, where can they find you guys?
Downtown Lexington on Main Street, right next to Radius Church. We'd love to have you. And so thankful for y'all giving us this opportunity, and we look forward to that kickoff dinner on Wednesday night.
Oh, Chef Trip, thank you so much. Miss Mary Grace, we appreciate you. My friends, if you would like to taste some of their incredible food, you can check them out at their restaurant, or you can see them at the Columbia Food and Wine Festival. You can buy tickets right now. Just head to their website. And of course, we have all of this information on our website. That's WLTX.com.